Top 10, presented by Only in Your State.
Hey everyone, welcome to Not Your Average Bucket List. Today we're going to help you find the best things to do in Wisconsin for August 2023. This is our new monthly series, and I'm so excited to tell you about what we found in Wisconsin. Marissa, are you ready?
I'm ready. Hope it involves
Okay.
some coastal small towns.
I think I might have gotten that. All
All
right.
right.
Whew. So I will say that visiting Wisconsin in August is just going to be beautiful. It's still summer. There are a lot of outdoor adventures you can take part in and explore the Great Lakes. So it's a great time to visit. There's hot and humid weather, kind of high crowds because, as we experienced last month talking about Wisconsin, they do summer right. Like they're getting
Yeah.
outside, they're partying,
Right.
they're having fun. So just make sure if you're planning to visit and you're going to something very popular, you're kind of like making reservations, planning in advance. And yeah, so it's going to be hot and humid, thunderstorms, but still great summer weather. So the one attraction I did want to highlight is the Wisconsin Deer Park in the Wisconsin Dells, and it's a 40-acre or in Wisconsin Dells. It's a 40-acre family-friendly petting zoo featuring deer, elk, bison, wildlife, and I don't know if you've ever seen people interacting with deer at these petting zoos. I've never done it, but it just seems like such a unique, fun experience. And it would give me a better outlook on deer rather than the things that are trying to jump at my car. So anyway, it's just like a really nice time for the full, all the family. And even like as adults, I would just go by myself
Yeah,
to get to this
to
petting
change
zoo.
your mind about deer.
Absolutely. Look, if you come across a deer on the road or on a trail when you're with a dog, it's terrifying. They are large. So,
Yeah, and loud if you don't know what they are running through the woods at night.
hmm
Also very scary.
yep, absolutely. So, go meet some deer at Wisconsin Deer Park. Uh, but for Wisconsin, I actually came across quite a lot of events. So, that's going to be our main focus. I think we covered a
Cool.
lot of great natural places last month. So, I just wanted to focus in on some really cool events. So, first off, we have the Wisconsin State Fair in West Allis, and this is running August 3rd to the 13th. And this is a tradition that's been going on for 172 years. And
Whoa.
so, yeah, and it's 11 days long. So, there's a lot to do. So, fair
Wow.
food, 4 H events, all the like big, like music concerts, trucks, all the stuff that you would expect from a state fair. And yeah, it's
Cool.
just one of those things that I think you need to visit. Um, then we have the Moonlight Paddle Series, and there are specific dates that you can go take part in this. And so there's only two left: August 1st at Lake Ellen and August 30th at Random Lake.
Cool.
So basically, there's a company called Silent Wake, and you are able to join their Moonlight Paddle series where you kayak under the light of a full moon. And it's just
Hmm.
kind of like a unique experience. So there's going to be tons of light from the moon, and it's in a paddle safe environment. So you don't have to worry about boat traffic or any issues there. And yeah, it just seems like a really cool, unique activity you can take at night. Then there is the Jewish Food Festival in Macon from August 6th to August 7th. And it's exactly what it sounds like, taking place in Rotary Park. And just basically a bunch of people coming together to celebrate Jewish culture and cuisine. And so you can try matzo ball soup, um, pastrami sandwiches, like all these different,
Mm,
challah bread braiding activities and stuff like that. Just seems
cool.
like really cool. Yeah. And like a great way to have an educational experience that's also sort of focused on food itself, because sometimes I think that these cultural events can be a little intimidating, but if they have great food, that you know where to go and it's an easy in.
Hmm.
So yeah, August 6th and 7th. And I think there's an estimated 7,000 people attending the event. So it's a big one. It's a pretty big event.
Cool.
So yeah, it's a great opportunity to learn about some different traditions from other cultures. So then we have the US Open Chainsaw Sculpture Championship in Eau Claire. So, yeah, it is running August 10th to the 13th. And basically, yeah, exactly what it sounds like again. So, it's taking place at the Wisconsin Logging Museum. and guest carvers, local carvers are making sculptures out of wood, and it's going to be a competition, and it's just something cool to see people make, these really cool sculptures out of wood, and being able to see it from beginning to end, and how I just think it's fascinating whether people are working with wood, ice, marble, if they're able to carve something from nothing. I don't know. It's just
Yeah.
fascinating.
I feel like I've seen that maybe on, is it broadcast on ESPN or something? I feel like I've
Oh, it might
seen
be.
something similar.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. Hmm.
Yeah. And then on August 9th to the 11th in Mineral Point, there's Paint the Point. So this is a really unique art style festival where artists show up and basically they are placed around town and capture idyllic scenes from historic Mineral Point, Dodgeville, and the
Cool.
surrounding countryside. So
That's
they're
so
just paint,
neat.
right? Like they're painting all of these local spots, and at the end of it, you can purchase their artworks on August 12th. So
Wow.
I think it's just like a really fun opportunity to one support local artists, but two, you're getting custom paintings of an area you love.
Yeah.
So I think that's really cool.
Yeah, that's like a one of a kind art piece.
Absolutely.
Neat. Hmm.
And next, I think is particularly fun if you have a family, but it's called the Waupun Truckin' Show. And so it's August 11th and 12th. And basically, you can come in and see hundreds of beautifully detailed trucks, so semi trucks from all over the US and Canada. And it's just something I think the family would enjoy because there are light parades with the trucks. You can have demonstrations, you can explore, and there's like even a Lights of the Night convoy that takes place on Friday night. So
Hmm.
it's one of those unique festivals where you might not think to go, but it's one of those where I'm fascinated with people's setups in their semis and how they have like the extra cab and what they have
Yeah.
going. It's just really cool. So I think it'd be
Hmm.
a lot of fun to check it out. And then on August 12th, we have the Bloody Mary Festival in Milwaukee. And it's not just Bloody Marys, but you get, food from local vendors, different beverage companies, photo ops, a dancing tomato, and so just like and then also it's not only in Milwaukee, there are different locations, so if you miss that one you might be able to travel to a different state, but yeah, it just seems like a really fun opportunity. Personally, I'm not a fan of Bloody Marys unless
Mm.
they have the stuff on top, and then I'll eat the stuff
Yeah.
on top and not drink the alcoholic soup. However, I know that a lot of people are really passionate about their Bloody Mary, so I think that it's a
Yeah.
cool festival to attend.
You know what's so funny? You said Bloody Mary Fest, and immediately after our last season of our podcast, Local Lore and Legends, I imagined a horror fest. And I thought that's where we were going. Then you're like, oh, Bloody Mary the drink. And I was like, oh, okay. Right.
Not
Yes.
so
That
much
makes more
standing in a
sense.
bathroom talking to the mirror and more a dancing tomato. So maybe a little more your speed. Like, it's not quite so scary. Yeah. Okay. And then this next one is, I think, my favorite because for obvious
Over
reasons.
the dancing tomato?
Over the dancing tomato. Yeah. Yeah. It beat it out. Is Curd Fest 2023.
Oh, yes.
So there are some amazing cheese festivals coming up in the fall. Not quite yet, but we have Curd Fest, and that's taking place on August
Mm,
13th. And I'm someone who, discovered curds late in life. Um, I feel like I didn't really have it growing up. I didn't have poutine. So
yeah.
until I visited Wisconsin. And yeah, so you're going to get as appetizing as it sounds to eat curdled milk. And it's just really delicious. It's like little
It is.
nuggets of
Yeah.
cheese, savory goodness. So
And texturally, I feel like texturally it's great. And then just the
yeah,
like squeak, that they're like, yeah, it's gonna squeak when you eat it, and you're like, no, that's crazy. And then you're just like, holy moly,
yeah,
that's
it
true.
does. So yeah, it's just basically a celebration of the cheese curd, and it's going to be taking place at Warner Park near Madison. And basically, there's all kinds of different cheese curds you can try. So different, flavors of the bites, and all kinds of pairings and things like that. So if you like cheese curds, just go. I feel like that's just a no brainer. And then last but not least, I have the Badgerland water ski shows. Doesn't involve badgers, don't get your hopes up, but
Oh,
I
dang
know,
it.
right? So Tuesdays and Thursdays through August, It's just like this company of water ski acrobats and athletes, basically, that put on these big shows. And so you have Fowler Park on the 3rd and the 17th being a moonlit movie night as well, and the 24th.
Hmm.
And they're going to put on this big show. And then also at uh, Okachi Lake on 15th and then 29th. So if you don't have a lot of opportunities to see like water ski shows, I think it's something really fun to at least see once in your life, having
Hmm.
all the pyramids and the acrobatics on skis. So the Badgerland water ski shows. And that's it for Wisconsin in August.
Sounds great. I feel like there are a lot of Wisconsin specific, like you won't find this anywhere else.
Yes,
I mean, water
absolutely.
ski shows like that. Wow. I'd be
Water
down
ski
for that.
shows, curds,
Water,
and
wood carving.
wood carving. Yeah, it's all the good stuff.